Thank you so much, our tech host. God bless you all. You're welcome to tonight's session. I'm so delighted to having us tonight, sharing our minds and sharing our thoughts about how far we've been growing. I want to appreciate everyone that has stayed uh, committed to the vision of this platform, which is intentional growth and bringing about a holistic change or transformation around our lives. Tonight, we will not take much of our time. Just as you can see from the screen, I'm sure you can see my screen right now. Please, if you cannot see my screen, just call my attention. Tonight, we just want to do an overview of the first quarter. Today is 28th of this month, and we just have about 3 more days to end the first quarter of the year 2026. This is unique, especially to those who are mindful of their growth, holistic growth. At the end of the month, one ought to sit down with himself to talk to himself or herself how he or she has spent the month. You have to talk to yourself how the month has been for you. That's why we have to do monthly reviews. We have quarterly reviews. We have half-yearly reviews and the likes. But this time around, we want to look at briefly the reviews for this first quarter, which is the first 3 months of the year. It's very unique because this sets the pace to whatever you want to achieve in the rest part of the year. 3 months is already gone. We're left with 9 months, 3 more quarters, and it's very unique. And briefly, we also look into Q2 in view, quarter 2, which is April to June, April, May, June. How best can we position ourselves to have the best result that we desire, and we move from there. So at the end of this short presentation, we're going to be airing our views, what has stood out for you in the first quarter, what has been your win, what have you done, and what has been your result. So share with us, and we will all learn from each other so that it can help us to get the best of Q2. Thank you very much. So let's dive into our section tonight. Q1 checkpoints and reviews. And at the end of this, we look at Q2 in view in a possible time that we have. Please confirm that you can see my slides so that we go ahead from there. Can you confirm that you can see my slide?
Yes, we can see your slide.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Yes, Q1 checkpoints. Briefly, and I'd like you to please pay attention, and I'm sure you have your note with you so that we can pick out things that will be helpful for us for Q2. Your goals and your vision. I'm going to be speaking briefly with us on these 7 points, Q1 checkpoints, and about 7 points of what to look at for in Q2. Number 1, your goals and your vision. What did you plan for 2026? What has been the plan? Before the year 2025 ended, you sat down with yourself and you projected. You wrote out. Some people typed, pasted everywhere, and this is the plan for 2026. So how much progress have you made in these first 3 months? How much progress have you made for your plan for 2026? Are your goals still relevant, or do they need adjustment? Because this is important, because direction is more important than speed. So what is your plan for 2026? How far have you gone? 3 months. The first month, second and third has passed. What has been your progress? How can you measure how much progress have you made concerning your goals for 2026? And number 2, what is your action and your consistency? What daily habits did you build or did you break? Remember, in the month of February, we had, habits, 21 days of habit challenge, picking up particular habits. So what we have done some exercises that ought to help us to build some certain habits. So what daily habits have you built or have you break? Were you disciplined or were you distracted? This is key one. Ending. Were you disciplined? Were you distracted? Ask yourself this sincere question because success responds to consistency, not intensity, consistency, something that you do continually every day. After some time, it is recorded by science that whatever you do consistently for 21 days, you tend to master that thing. So what habit have you been able to build in this first quarter? Or what one have you seen that that it tend to have been broken by you? Were you disciplined or were you distracted? Consistency is key. Now, this is key and this is very, very important. Number three, what is your result? What are your wins? What are your losses? What worked well for you? What didn't work well? What is that thing? What is your result? Children, some schools are getting closed by the end of this month to go into another holiday. And student pupils are going to be giving a result of what they have done for this term. Now, this is our end of the term. What didn't work well? And this is key because when you celebrate your wins, it will jar you more that you have win in a particular area is a sign that other areas can work if you work at them. And whatever does not work well, you extract lessons from the losses. So what didn't work well? What lessons have you learned from it? So you celebrate your wins and you extract lessons from your losses. Now, number four, what is your mindset? What is your growth? Have you grown mentally, spiritually, financially? How far have you gone mentally? Are you much better now than January 1st, 2026? What books, what teachings, or what mentors influenced you these 3 months? Why? Your growth determines your outcome. It is the level of growth that you are in that will give you the level of result that you have. So what has changed? Has your mindset changed? Do you used to reason the way you entered into 2026? Has your mindset changed in one way or the other? What books now? What influenced this mindset change, mentality, this your spiritual and financial? What influenced it? What books have you read? How many books have you read this month, this quarter? How many books have you read? What are the teachings? Now, why? This is so important because you cannot become outside what you have not become inside. So your growth determines your outcome. And number five, your finances. This is key. This is key, your finances, What is your income? What is your expenses? Some people does not know how much comes into their hand. Some people knows that I earn salary. Yes, my salary is 150,000. That's all you know. What about other source of income? But some people even think that what comes other source of income that comes and other monies that enter their hand, other funds are not income. It is only their salary that is income. Everything that enters your hand is an income. Everything finances, funds that enter your hand is regarded as income. The sources may be different, but they are all put together income. Somebody give you have a windfall somewhere. Somebody gifted you something, some funds. They are all income put together. So what in totality, if you are asked at the end of this month, what is your income for January, for February, and for this March? Can you state it in figures? And what are your expenses? The money coming in, what are you spending them on? Do you have, a written down expenditure for what you are using your money for? Do you have it down? Now, what are your savings, investments? What about debt? For those who are struggling with debt, how far have you gone about it? Have you been able to pay off some debt? These are questions because money mismanaged in Q1 can limit Q2 potential. If you mismanage money in this Q1, it can limit what you can achieve in Q2. Now, number six, what is your relationship and your network? Who added value to your life? Who are the people you surround yourself with? Who drained your energy? Okay, because why? Your environment shapes your performance. So the people, your network, your relationships determine who you eventually become. So who are in your network? If you check your life currently, you check your life critically, your level of performance, your level of your results, is as a result of what? At least 5 people surrounding you. Who are the people that talk to you every day? Who are the people that you converse with every day? This shows that what? These are the influence that is, I mean, that you have over your life. These are the influence, these are the people shaping how you think, how you reason, and so your environment shapes your performance. And the last one today we are looking at on this review is your health and your energy. Some people does not pay attention to their health, your physical health. Are you resting enough? What is your stress level? You cannot produce result on a broken system. You cannot produce result on a broken system. So what is your health? Your health and energy. Are you exercising enough? Are you eating healthy? Are you eating healthy? So you can't produce result on a broken system. So what are we saying today? That what and ensure that these checklists are looked upon before we move to the next one. So look at it. I've told somebody, I don't know who I was talking to a few days ago. I said, do not impress your tongue and harm your body. Some people, the only thing, if their tongue is satisfied, they don't care about their body. If their tongue is satisfied, they don't care about their body. You should be more concerned about your body than your tongue. It's not everything must be sweet. So what is that thing? Are you paying attention to your health? And now, how do we position ourselves? Please don't forget these reviews. How do we position ourselves for Q2? How do we position ourselves for Q2? Number one, refine your goals. Remember what we started with in our first slide? What is your goal and your vision for 2026? What is your goal and your vision for 2026? How? If you look at this one, your goal and your vision for 2026. So now, how do you wish to refine these goals? Refine your goals. How to position yourself for Q2. Be specific and realistic. By now, you should realize what works for you in Q1, the last 3 months. What works for you? What did not work for you? Why is it that they did not work for you? Is it that they are too big? Or you envisage some people, your salary cannot be 200,000 and you are wishing that you will make 5 million in the first quarter. Where is the money going to come from? Do you have other businesses or other sources of income that you are working on to produce that result for you? If it is only your salary, you can only get about, how much is that now? 200 times 12. That's the only thing you can get. So be specific and be realistic. Break them into monthly and weekly targets. Break your goals into monthly, weekly targets. What am I set to do this week? This is Saturday, Sunday to Sunday. Now, break before the end of tomorrow. You should be able to sit down for the next week, for the 5 working days of the week. What are my targets to achieve? Because clarity produces focus. And number two, build winning systems. Build winning system. Now, create daily routines that align with your goal. Create daily routines that align with your goals. Focus on habits, not just outcomes. Create daily routines that aligns with your goal. Focus on habits, not just outcomes. What are the daily routines that you feel that aligns with your goal? Please create such routines. Focus on habit. Why do you need to focus on habit? When your habit is systemized, when it has become part of you, success becomes automatic. So it is because it is system that sustains success. Success that is achievable, success that is long-term, is built upon system. Your body operates on a system platform. There's a control engine. Your brain, your mind, that, that tells your leg, that tells your stomach. There are so many signals from the body. You can take your body as an example of a system. When you are hungry, you feel somehow. There's a signal. There's a message passed to you. When you need rest, there's a signal. There's a message passed to you, which relates to your brain, that communicates to your body, I need rest. I need to sleep. I need to eat. I need to ease myself. So systemize your life in such a way that what your habits become, good habit becomes automatic for you. So that's number 2 today. And number 3 is eliminate distractions. What is that thing that used to distract you? By now, you should be clear about what used to distract you in the first quarter. Eliminate distractions. Identify time wasters and reduce them. Be intentional with your time. Identify time wasters. Human being, activities, irrelevant activities. Some people can sit down with their friends or movies and spend 3 to 5 hours without feeling it. And tell me, well, let me just while away time. That time cannot be bought. If you lose money, you can make it back. But when you lose time, you cannot get it back. So please identify time wasters and reduce them. Be intentional with your time. Focus is your greatest asset. Whatever you have put your heart to do it well and focus on it. Once you have finished one, move to the next. So number 3, invest in growth. Invest in growth. Read better books. We have read a book last month, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And because of that singular habit, it has helped me to read about 4 books this month. I mean, from January till now. Because of that habit, read better books. I posted on the platform 20 benefits of reading good books. 20 benefits of reading good books. So learn new skills, read better books, learn new skills, stay under mentorship. Growth accelerates results. Stay under mentorship. This platform, our WhatsApp community, is a platform that if you stay with the activities, in no time, you discover that you are growing gradually. You are growing gradually. So read better books, learn new skills, stay under mentorship. Why? Growth accelerates the result. The better you become, the better you become in your growth, the more results you begin to see in your life. So please stay and learn. Now, strengthen financial just a second. I hope I'm still audible, please.
We can hear you.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Just a second. Okay. So strengthen financial discipline. Strengthen financial discipline. That's where we are. Now, how do we do this? Budget wisely. Don't spend money without having purpose. Put it together. What do you want to use this money for? That's why you are advised to budget before money comes. This week we are entering. Some people have collected their salary. Some people are entering collection week. This is the time to sit down and budget what you want to use the money for. Before you enter the next month, you should have the budget of next month down. You know what you are expecting. Even as a businessman, over time, you have been able to, to ascertain in one way or the other how much is to come to your hand. At least if it's not 100% in figure, you know how much used to come over time, over the years, over months. You should know that even when something like Easter is approaching, as a business person, when the Easter is coming, or there used to be more sales, this one. So you have an expectation. Budget on that. Cut unnecessary expenses. Unnecessary expenses will not build your wealth for you. Increase income streams. Increase your income streams. Venture into something productive that you know will help you, help your business. Control your money. If you don't control your money, it will control you. Money is a terrible master and is a good servant. If you are a good master over money, money, I can tell you, is a good servant. But if you don't control it, money will control you. So what's the next thing? Take steps. Take bold and consistent actions. Take bold and consistent action. Don't analyze everything until you know everything before you commence. You will never start anything. Stop overthinking. Start executing daily, one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. You want to start something. Don't wait until you know everything about that thing before you start. Why? Because momentum is built by movement. When you take the first step and the second step and the third step, you discover that what? The road you feel was too crowded or things may not work well. But by the time you take few steps, you begin to see, oh, the road is getting clearer. You are getting more knowledge. You are getting more understanding. You are getting better at that particular thing. So what are you to do? Take steps. Don't analyze everything. Take steps. Don't analyze everything. And what's the next thing? Stay spiritually and mentally grounded. So many of us don't know that whatever that happens in the physical as its own is only replicating what it is in the spiritual realm. That is to show whatever action that is done, that is executed on the outside, is first executed on our inside. I used to tell my colleagues, you cannot travel within and stand without. Your mindset cannot change and your results still remain the same. It's impossible. So prayer, meditation, reflection. Pray, meditate, reflect. What is that thing? Do you have moment of reflections? Do you have moment of meditations? Guard your thoughts and emotions. Why? Inner stability produces outer success. One of the best time that I've discovered work for me because of my busy schedules is early hours of the morning. What is your own best time? Early hours in the morning. 5 a.m. I'm up. Latest 5:30 I'm up. And I have some chapters of book I want to read before I step up for prayers. So what is your own best time? Another best time that works for me is in the evening, late in the evening, when I'm not tired. But what is your own best time? My own best time. I know, and I'm working at it, and it's helping me to read, to journal. I read and write, and things start working because the more you become, the more better you become, the more things begin to work for you. So Q1 may not have gone exactly as planned, but it's not over until the year is over. And Q2, if you work at it very well, can deliver the result of the entire year if you become more intentional, more disciplined, and more focused. And that's the reason for this class today. More intentional. Intentionality cannot be overemphasized. Discipline to ensure that that which you have promised yourself to do, the goal for this year, you do it. And as a matter of fact, let your your goals and your plans be in front of you. Put it somewhere you can see when you wake up. It has ability of driving you. The kind of money I want to make this year, since the beginning of the year, I've already typed it, paste it, room 1, room 2, room 3, paste it everywhere. As I'm entering this room, I'm seeing it. So this is what you want to get, this is what you want to get. It drives me. It drives me to make more, take more action towards that goal that I've set for myself. You can do the same thing. And quickly, as we round up, how are you going to become that which you have choose for yourself in the Q2? This simple phrase, we put it to us: be, do, have. Stepping into the second quarter stronger. This is so powerful. Now, this is a powerful success framework that shifts your focus from chasing results to become the kind of person who naturally produce those results. Now, let's break it down simple and practical. Don't forget, be, do, have. Be, do, have. Now, let's break these three words into an understandable form. Be, this talks about who you must become. This is your identity. This is your mindset. This is your character. Before anything changes around you, something must change within you. Ask yourself, who do I need to become to achieve my goal this year? Remember, you have a goal since the beginning of the year. This is the third month. How far? We have looked at the review. Now, who do I need to become to achieve that goal? That goal that you could not achieve is because you are not the kind of person that will achieve that result. You are not in the state. You are not in the right state in terms of knowledge, in terms of discipline, in terms of focus to achieve that particular goal. If you have grown to the level where you can achieve that goal will have been achieved. So what kind of mindset, what kind of discipline, what kind of habit must you embody to achieve that particular thing? For example, if you want financial freedom, you must be financially disciplined. You cannot be indisciplined financially and expect financial freedom. If you want growth, you must be teachable. You must be consistent in your growth. You must be consistent in learning, relearning, unlearning. If you want success, you must be focused and intentional. You don't attract what you want. You only attract what, who you are becoming. If I want to change my circle, I will change my mindset. I'll become a better person. Because if you become better, you attract your likes onto yourself. So what are you expected to do? Be that kind of person so that that thing that you are looking for can be attracted to you naturally without having to force yourself in getting it. And that is what this session is about. B. Now, the second one is do. The action that you must take. This is your daily habits. This is your routine. These are executions. What the assignment you have set for yourself daily. Once you become the right person, your action begin to align naturally. If you have become the right person, your action will naturally aligns with you. Ask yourself again, what must I start doing daily to achieve that thing that I want to achieve? What habit will move me closer to my goals? I don't know your goals. You don't know mine. I said we share with ourselves. What is that goal that you have written down that you want to become? For example, read daily. Reading daily is a good goal. Save and invest consistently is a good goal. Take bold steps towards opportunities. Some people have close mind to opportunities. Show up even when you don't feel like it. That thing you have promised yourself that you must do daily, continue to do it. It's not every time you feel like doing it, but continue anyway. Your actions are the bridge between your identity and your results. Your daily actions, they are like the bridge which you cross to get to, different kind of destinations. So show up when you don't feel like it. Show up when you feel like it. Ensure that you are consistent in that thing that you have proposed that you will do. If you are not consistent, nobody can be consistent for you. Consistency is a personal decision and it's a personal choice. And the third part, which is the last one, is having the result that you desire. This is the outcome. This is the success. This is the achievement you want. But this one will not come without becoming the right person, without doing the right thing that you need to do to become or to have that thing that you desire. So most people start here. They tend to have, everybody want to have. They want to result without becoming or doing what is required. Everybody want to have. But see the correct order. You have to be first and do and have. So you don't just have success. You become disciplined, then do the work, and then you have results. You have success. You have your outcome. You have your achievement because you have become the right person that will produce that result for you. So we don't just have. Have is the last thing. After we have done the first two, become the right person. Have the right knowledge. Knowledge is power. Now, applying it to the second quarter. As you step into the next quarter begins by Wednesday next week, in the next 3 days. Be intentional about your identity. Upgrade your mind. If you need to make out some books, by next month in our platform, we're still going to read a book. I like you to be committed to it. Upgrade your mindset. Drop old limiting beliefs. There are limiting beliefs that are limiting you. They have been limiting you for 30 years. They have been limiting you for 20 years, for 10 years, for 5 years. Yet you are still holding on to them. Whatever does not work, drop it. Learn more. Embrace growth. Have an open mind. Have a growth mindset. Embrace. Have a large heart, as some people used to say. Have a large heart. Do what matters daily. Set clear goals. Build powerful routines. Stay consistent. You may not be perfect. You don't have perfect people. We are all working towards perfection. So, but those you look as though they are too perfect, it's because they are consistent. They continue doing that same thing that makes you to envy them. The rich are rich because they are consistent about their first wealth education. They learn about how to make, manage, and multiply their money. And they keep doing these three things: how to make, how to multiply, how to make, how to grow it, and how to multiply it. They keep learning it every day, new ways, new ways. So these are the things that bring about success and have undeniable result. Progress in your finances is possible. Growth in your personal life is possible. Clarity in your purpose is possible. In summary, what are we looking at today? Be the right person, do the right action, have the right result. That is the whole thing we're looking at today. Be the right person, do the right actions, have the right result. I repeat again, be the right person, become that kind of person, then do the right thing you need to do. Then result will naturally follow. So, on my closing thought to us tonight is the second quarter will not give you what you wish for. It will deliver what you prepared for. This is the right time to prepare. So step in stronger by becoming more, doing better, and positioning yourself to receive greater result. Step in, position yourself to become a better person. Second quarter, if you allow it to slide, this is at the end of the second quarter, you'll be looking at what have I done? It has to be intentional for growth to happen, for success to be achieved, and for good outcomes to come to you. Thank you so much for listening. And that'll be all for me tonight. And this time around, I want to open the floor. We have done some review right now. What has been your experience since the year began? In which way have you, what have stood out for you? What can we learn from you so that others can be better for it? What can we learn from you? I'd like to hear our thoughts right now. Speak to us about what has stood out for you. What have been your wins? And then let us know. Please, the floor is open. You can unmute your mic and share with us right now. We can unmute our mics and share with us what is it that has stood out for you, or what have you decided to do in the second quarter as we have shared. Let us also learn from you. Hello, people. I hope I'm audible. Can somebody still hear me? Can somebody still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So share with us tonight, what is it that have stood out for you? What have you decided to do? Okay, well, I believe that you have picked one or two things from this session tonight. It's very, very important that we look at our the second quarter of the year and do better than what we have done in the first quarter, so that we can have more outcomes and, so to say, more testimony, more testimonial. So if we don't have much, if we don't have anybody to share with us tonight, I'd like to say going into the second quarter, we have some lineup of activities and we have schedules. At the end of each month, at the end of each quarter, we'll be having reviews like this where we'll all rub our minds together, share our thoughts so that we can become better at what we are doing. And in the month of April, we're also going to read a book. We're going to read a book, and in the month of April and May, we'll dive deeper into our schedules where we will learn more about our finances, because I've discovered if you learn everything and you did not learn about finances, you may still be limited because everything answerable to money. So our wealth education has to be updated and upgraded. And that's why in the month of April, we're going to be having one of our mentors that's supposed to speak with us today that could not make it. Will be speaking with us in the month of April. I'd like you to broadcast it and ensure that you are part of us. And to help us in this stuff, I'm going to be sharing this slide with us on the platform so that within the next 3 days, you can go through what we have shared and plan, review, and plan for the second quarter. All right. I think that will be all from me. Thank you so much for joining tonight. And I want to also thank our tech host, who will be knowing her more and more as we go into the second quarter. Thank you, Theodora, for always being there for us. So if we still have, I want to give a few seconds. Anybody that still have anything to share, kindly share before we round off tonight. Please unmute your mic if you have a question or something to share with us so that we can close the meeting. All right, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everyone that has been here. Thank you, Theodora. Thank you, Angus Njoku. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Jumai. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, every one of you. I appreciate you all. And we will see on top. We'll see ourselves on top and that great high that we all desire. Thanks and God bless. Please, can we end the recording?